The bell almost didn't want to ring, which makes me think that someone is not ready. Okay, but we're going to tap in and we're going to see what messages Spirit shows us. We have the world at the bottom. Let's begin. The Hanged Man, the Ace of Wands, the Emperor, almost sideways, but we're going to take him upright. Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, Nine of Cups. We have a Queen of Cups, a Queen of Wands, an Emperor. We have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, the Hangman was the first card to come out, then the Ace of Wands, then the Ten of Cups. We then had the Emperor that came out, the Nine of Cups, with the Queen of Wands, and then we had the Queen of Cups that came out last. Okay. Someone here could be wanting to go towards something that makes them happy. Someone could be wanting to connect to you. Okay. What's the Queen of Cups? Why is she down here by herself? We have the Judgment. Three of Wands. Ten of Pentacles. Someone has a happy home that they are maybe developing, okay? Or that they have developed, all right? A Queen of Cups here could be in an energy that she's happy at home. She's happy with maybe the things that are within her reality, the person. She could be in a connection, okay? Good family life. We have the Emperor, the Nine of Cups with the Queen of Wands. What's the Nine of Cups? The Nine of Cups, we have the Page of Swords. Someone could be maybe watching you be happy, okay? Or they want to know, someone wants to know about your happiness. Someone wants to know what's making you feel satisfied, okay? Or Ten of Wands. There's some sort of blockage here. There's someone that feels a blockage in maybe communication between the two of you and they're wanting to connect to you, okay? Eight of Pentacles. Someone's working towards something. Someone's working towards maybe removing a blockage. Someone wants a blockage removed. Again, I said there's a Queen of Cups here. She's happy. She's content. She has a good home. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, I don't know who the Emperor and the Queen of Wands are within this in relevance to this Queen of Cups. This is a self-satisfied energy, okay? Now, again, I said someone could be wanting to know what is it that is keeping you happy? What is it that, right? They're trying to see past whatever blockage may be in their reality. These are two persons. I don't know if these are maybe parents to you. Could this be your family members, the Emperor with the Queen of Wands? This could either be a husband and a wife, which are the mother and father to this Queen of Cups. Maybe one could be a step parent, okay, with the Nine of Cups in between here. This could be someone who is in a relationship with an Emperor energy, and maybe there is a child involved. This could be a grown person, but either way you put it, the connection between these two create a good life for this person. So if this Queen of, who is the Queen of, and then we did get the Page of Swords, this could be a child. And when I say a child, it doesn't mean that it is a literal kid. What I'm trying to say here right now is that this could be the child of one of the persons. If either the Queen of Wands has a daughter or the Emperor has a daughter, and the two of these persons have come together and they got into a relationship where Their daughter has a happy life with the new person that they're with. I don't know if something may have been going on in the past. Let's tap in a little bit further. But someone seems to be focused on their happiness, their attractiveness, their satisfaction, their home life, okay, their family. If okay, so there seems to be an energy of what's making you happy. My family is making me happy would be the answer to that question. Or my home life, right, is making me happy. Okay, the persons I'm connected to, the life I'm creating, the life I have created, that's what is making the energy happy. We have the Five of Swords. What's the Five of Swords? The Justice. Someone could want to take you to court for something. Okay, someone might be wanting to take you to court for what? Six of Swords. Maybe you moved away from them and they didn't. That's not what they wanted. Maybe a contract. Someone is trying to counter, okay, counter sue, counteract a situation. You could have wanted to move away from someone, but that's not what they want to happen. Okay, this person wants to come towards you to make things right. Okay, so there's an energy here that wants to come towards you to make things right. Maybe there was a broken contract between the two of you. Something happened in the past. I don't know. Maybe something happened currently. They're wanting to, someone wants to repair. Okay. Maybe someone's wanting to expand their family. So again, there could be two persons that got into a relationship. Someone could have already had a child, or maybe even both of these persons could have already had children when they met one another. But now that they're together, okay, maybe the connection is deepening or the bond is deepening, and they are trying to, this person is trying to intertwine, okay, their lives with yours even more. So I said there could be kids already involved and they have a happy life. They're doing well. The connection is, so someone could be wanting to have another child. Someone could be wanting to expand the family, or okay, there's something like that happening, because I just said this, wow, this person wants to go 50-50. So let's say, okay, if both of you had children when you met one another, maybe you're both on board with having another kid. I don't know. He seems a bit older though. So I don't know. Is it the feminine? Listen, the point here is someone wants to expand the family. Now, if maybe both of them already have kids, it might not be that they'll have more children, but maybe the children that they have are older, and maybe grandchildren could be being involved at this point. So maybe someone, okay, so their kid might be the one who could be expanding their family, and then they're becoming grandparents, okay? Or if only one of the persons had a kid and they are now together, even if this is an older masculine with maybe a younger feminine, and she doesn't even have to be that young. The Queen of Wands, she's just grown and fucking sexy, baby, no matter what her age is. So this could be a mature couple, but if only one of the persons within the relationship actually has children, they could be wanting to expand their family by the two of them actually having a child together as well. And that would be creating a sibling, okay, to this Queen of Cups. Any way you put it, there's some sort of expansion energy here, okay? They want more kids. Someone wants more kids. That could be what they're talking about, or maybe they're not talking about it and they're just being about it. Okay, okay. Tell me more, because this is all sweet and cute. King of Pentacles. What's the King of Pentacles? The Seven of Cups. Someone's emotionally worried. They're worried. What are they worried about? I did say that could have been a person that they're wanting to know what's making you happy. I don't know. Okay, so is this an ex? King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. I don't know. Okay, so who are they? Is this a couple? What's the problem? I said, what's the problem? Here's the problem. Five of Pentacles. That's a King of Pentacles that is emotionally conflicted, okay, about a Queen of Pentacles. They're going through some sort of problems, okay? The Star. What's the Star? They could be having problems at home, okay? Ace of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and the Star, and that's kind of what their attention may be on. So there's a King of Pentacles who is having problems with a Queen of Pentacles. This could be a married couple. They're in the Five of Pentacles with the Seven of Cups energy. If they're married, they're not having a good time right now. They're having some strain. This is strain. Okay, they're having a strain to their relationship. What's the Star? The Five of Wands. There's something that they're fighting about. Okay, there's a couple here. A King of Pentacles with a Queen of Pentacles. They're fighting about something. Maybe something came to light, or again, some sort of strain in their home life. I don't know if this has to do with money, bills not being able to be paid, or there's an emotional drought within their connection. Maybe this couple isn't even sleeping together, or they're not showing love to one another, or I don't know, someone ain't doing what they used to do, and it's causing problems. Maybe the Queen of Pentacles is wondering, well, what the fuck is going on? Why are you acting as though you don't know whether you want to be with me or not? Or he may be distancing himself emotionally. This person could be emotionally, I don't know, dead to their person. Okay. And she wants to know why, but it causes conflict. They argue. Maybe there's no clear answer that is given. They fight about this. Seven of Pentacles. They could have been together for a long time. I don't even know if they're married. If they're married, this is like a common law marriage because they've been together for so long. That's her concern. Why haven't you popped the question? Why haven't you gotten me a ring? Why aren't we married yet? Uh, why are you so unhappy with me, but you're with me? We're together, we're staying together. I don't know. This woman wants to know where the fuck is her ring. Okay, this is someone, she wants a ring from her masculine, and he has not provided that to her. and it could have been a long time. She's, I don't even know if I could say she's becoming impatient. You're not becoming impatient. I don't know if that's what you say to this masculine in order to try to get him, you right, to coerce him into running to the jeweler even faster, but it doesn't work. And even though it doesn't work, she sticks with him, even though he's not giving her, he's not feeding her emotionally. He's not. And again, I don't even know if he's feeding her dick. And if he's feeding her dick, he's not feeding it to her emotionally either. When they have sex, it's not love making, it's just sex. Okay? It's not even a fuck, because sometimes a fuck can be, more than sex. This is literally, if they have sex, they had sex. And I don't know if this person is holding on to a dream. And because of the presence of this person in their life, even though the emotion, you get what I'm saying? They're emotionally fucked within this space. All right, boom. You ain't getting sexually fucked, you're emotionally fucked. And it, the Hierophant is at the bottom. Okay. This person, she wants to get married. She wants to marry this man. She wants to marry this man, even though he doesn't want to marry her. If he wanted to marry her, he would have already given her what she had been asking for. Men show up for the women that they really want. I don't know if y'all realize that, but when a man don't want you, a man is not going to show up for you. I'm not talking about a vessel or a meat sack being physically present in a room, because that's still not presence. A man is not going to show up for a woman that he don't want to show up for, especially a certain type of man. They don't have time for that shit. They don't care. It doesn't move them. They're unaffected. In fact, you got what I'm saying? You make it easy for them. Whatever's happening here, you have made it easy for this masculine. And that is why you are treated by him the way that you are, because he knows that you're like sand, right? You're like sand at a beach to him, not to me, to him. You're like sand at a beach to him. He came into this world, and when he went to the sand was already there. You know what I'm saying? He didn't put it there. He didn't try to remove it from there. It's just there. You leave the beach, sand still on your feet, maybe a little bit in your shoe. I don't know. So, value, there's no value placed within this space. He does not value this space, darling. Now, again, this feminine may be fully aware of what I'm saying, and it does not matter to her. Understand that he knows that. Eight of Swords. This is a self-entrapment. No one's entrapping this person. I'm sorry. No one has entrapped anyone here. This case right here, whatever this is showing up, there is no entrapment, there is no force or anything like that. This masculine, he's not even being forced to stay in the situation, to stay in the relationship, or the it's not a relationship. What's the word? Agreement or uh circumstance. Okay, you see what I'm saying? There's the value of this space has depreciated over the years. I don't know what it started off as. He's a King of Pentacles and this is a Queen of Pentacles. So it could have started off as something more, right? It could have been a situation where there was potential that was seen, but, right, maybe material wise, or, yeah, she's with him to be with a man. He's with her for whatever it is that comes along with her, right? Whatever the Five of Pentacles circumstance may be, he's there for that. And she's still there for the circumstance, okay? And that's truly it. And if you could understand that, that would free a lot of shit off of your mind and off of your chest and out of your heart and out of your sight. Okay. We got the Eight of Cups, the Five of Cups. Someone literally, I don't know. I don't know if, again, it's not even a situation of they don't want to face this. This has been the accepted reality. This is it. This is it. Okay? Time will go on and years will go on, and I don't know. This is the energy that they create together. Whatever has happened has, this is loveless. Even if this is a marriage, this is a loveless marriage. They ain't going home because you home. They going home because home is home. That's where they sleep. That's where they eat. That's where they shower. That's where they bathe, baby. That's where they cross their feet, and you know what I'm saying? That's inside from outside. And they know this. They both know this. Three of Cups. Three of Cups, the Chariot, and the Hierophant. Someone wants to celebrate. Someone wants to celebrate. What's the Chariot with the Hierophant? Two of Swords. This person wants to get married. Okay. This is an underlying deep-seated wish or dream. Okay, this person is not living out their dreams. The two of these persons together in this connection stops themselves from living out their full dreams, or to whichever person really wants, to have a certain type of life, they're not going to get that in the space that they're in with the person that they're with. That's just facts. And every day and every week and every month and every year that they have allowed this to go on in their life has proven to them that that's not what they're going to get. They have not gotten closer to it. There are moments when they move further away from it. Somehow you don't get closer, but you are able to get further away. See, it's not wanted. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know why it's such a deep level of oppression. Okay, this feels very oppressed, but that's it for life, baby. You need other things and other persons, right? The two of these persons, this King of Pentacles and this Queen of Pentacles, who have found themselves somehow stuck in this situation, they need outside energies in order to create happiness for themselves and to kind of like feed off of that happiness that they got elsewhere with each other. They need something else and they need someone else to create happiness with in order to even have a semblance of happiness within this connection together. You get what I'm saying? Whatever happiness they got outside, when they get inside, as that happiness of outside wears off, as it's wearing off within this space, that's what they get to have together in terms of happiness together. Four of Cups in the reverse. I don't know if someone was waiting on an answer from God. This is your answer. I don't know if someone was wondering what's going to happen next. Same thing. The Magician. This is stale energy. These are almost stale mates. Somehow there are stale mates who are together. Okay. They're both stuck or they're both stale for different reasons, maybe even opposing reasons, or my God, some could be the same. Maybe they both struggling with something. They might be both struggling financially. For Christ's sake, maybe they both need to feed off of one another for certain things, but they use one another because they don't really have the love and respect for one another, okay? I said, even if this is a marriage, this is a loveless marriage. Okay, so fine. Something else I just saw. Hold on. They're using each other, right? Because again, I said they have to get happiness elsewhere with others in order to bring that happiness back home, right? So with others, they treat others better than they treat one another. I don't know why they're doing this. They don't want to be together. But again, it's something. Something is, again, so maybe the material, I don't think these are really King and Queen of Pentacles. But this is what is keeping the connection together, because when they're out and about with others and connecting to others, they're having a better time elsewhere than they do when they get home and have to be together. Facts. Jesus Christ, that's a fact. They get home and it's almost as though their mood just starts to that happiness, like I said, when they get home and the happiness that they got elsewhere outside, from work, from an environment, from another person, from a friendship, from whatever the fuck they be doing on the outside, it starts to lower as soon as they hit the driveway, baby. It's like, God damn it, here we go. They don't power one another up in that way. When it's time to argue, when it's time to be petty and low energy and shit, they're there for that. I can't even imagine what sex would be like between these two. They don't like each other's, okay, or someone doesn't like the smell. Okay, someone doesn't like the smell of someone else. Jesus Christ. We got the devil, the tower, the lovers. This connection, this connection is emotionally fucked. Even when the person comes around them, I don't know if the person actually has a smell that the person doesn't like, but they act as though when the person enters the room, all of a sudden they smell a whiff of, shit they don't want to smell. The devil with the page of wands, with the death. I'm not even going to give these two any advice. I'm just going to speak on it. No advice. For what? Nine of Swords. Y'all don't need no advice. Because again, this is known. King of Wands. Someone could be worried about a King of Wands. Six of Cups. Someone could be worried about a King of Wands from the past, okay? I don't know if this is an ex. I don't know if this is a past friend. We have the Moon. Maybe someone was in a relationship with someone, okay? I said they have to get happiness outside of the relationship. This Queen of Pentacles might have been messing with a King of Wands, okay? Something ended, or they're worried. Maybe they haven't heard from him. He probably left. This King of Wands probably, you probably, whoever, if the King of Wands is to the Queen of Pentacles, or even if the King of Wands is to the King of Pentacles, baby, you don't hear from listen, I was about to say something. You don't hear from him because look at the shit. You probably make people miserable when you connect to them because you're bringing in the misery of the shit that you live with on a daily. And so, yeah, you're leaving happy because the King of Wands ain't have the fucking problems that you guys have, but you end up draining him. And he's like, fuck no, I don't want to be a part of that shit. He out of sight, out of mind. It's to the point where the two of them, they so fucked up they can't even hold on to people on the outside of them that could bring them some sort of happiness because they so fucked up that the outside people be like, fuck that. Four of Swords. They don't have long-standing friendships and real connections and relationships that they can really confide in. That's why they be stressed, bored, lonely, depressed, worried, frustrated, broke, upset, negative, rowdy. Strength. And over time, that should just strengthening. Again, they don't get better. If anything, they get worse. So either it stays at a steady, wow, worse. Who's keeping this space alive? Who's funding this? Not me. Queen of Swords sideways. Who's the Queen of Swords? Nine of Wands. I don't know if this could be a friend of theirs, and even their friend is in between their own mind. This person is like, I don't know. I don't know if I should even fuck with this because I don't want you causing problems. You already coming out sideways just for the mere fact that you want to offer these motherfuckers help. You got what I'm saying? You might not even be a deceitful person, but they put you in deceitful situations to project that energy onto you. And it's as though, is that what you want for yourself? The King of Wands is out of sight, out of fucking mind. The Queen of Swords, they trying to pull onto your energy, right? Suck you fucking dry. And you're gonna let them? I don't know what obligation this person feels to these persons. I don't know. Money. From where? Who's offering to pay you to do what? To do what? You gonna let Queen of Swords, baby girl, you gonna let these people run you through the ground. And you have already bared witness to how they walk away after they bury your ass. So, hey, how you could be doing shit for money from someone who don't got no money? These do me a favor ass niggas. The Knight of Swords. The Temperance. Someone could actually have help coming in. Someone that actually has money to help. You broke ass motherfuckers. Six of Wands. See? Don't. Two of Cups. Someone could have a good relationship with their finances. Someone could have a good relationship with money. Okay. The Ace of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles. Whoever it is that actually has good financial stability and some sort of emotional balance, maybe even emotional intelligence in their life, they're going to give you a stable offer, okay? Two of Wands in the reverse. What's the Two of Wands in the reverse? Someone's not going anywhere. Okay. Someone's not going anywhere. This is someone that you can rely on, okay? This is someone that cares. This is someone that loves. This is someone who is healthy, okay? Physically and spiritually. We have the Four of Pentacles, we'll say in the reverse. So again, someone won't abandon a space. Someone won't abandon you, or this is a space you can rely on. Something's being released. Okay, funds could be being released. Three of Pentacles, someone's releasing funds. They're going to help a space. They're going to work well with someone. Knight of Wands. Someone could be attracted to a space. The High Priestess. You could be moving within your intuition, okay? Three of Swords. What's the Three of Swords? Is this healing or is this heartbreak? Two of Pentacles. I think it depends on the energy, okay? So the outcome depends on what you do with what you know. A new journey, a very successful new journey at that. King of Swords. A King of Swords could be going on a new journey. Seven of Swords. Or maybe a King of Swords is trying to strategize something. They're trying to make you an offer. Okay. Have a happy home. King of Cups sideways. Who's the King of Cups sideways? The Empress in the reverse. The King of Cups came out sideways with the Empress in the reverse. What's that? The World. This could be some public or popular, we'll say couple. What's going on with them? Ten of Swords. Why? Why are they in the Ten of Swords? Well, she's in the reverse and he's sideways. So he's emotionally unstable right now. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe she could have manipulated him, or she was meant to take care of him in some way, but she didn't. And so he's kind of fucked up and it can be seen. Seven of Wands. What is this? Judgment and the Page of Pentacles. This could have been someone, this could have actually been a feminine. Either she was pregnant for this King of Cups and they had a child and it wasn't even his kid, okay? Or what's the Judgment with the Page of Pentacles? With the Empress in the reverse. She doesn't want to have a family with him, or she wants to and something happened. Maybe they lost a child. Okay, condolences. I don't know how they lost it. Maybe it was intentional. So if it was, then not so much condolences. But this couple going through something. Or they went through something. It's already over. The Ten of Swords. Okay. All right, I'm going to go one more time. I might not clear the whole deck. We'll see. Or maybe we will. I don't know. Thank you. And thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being here, even if you think I'm a monster. You know? What's at the bottom? We started with this at the bottom with the first round as well, you know, but let's go again. One more time for the bitches in the back, baby. One more time for them hoes in the nosebleed seats. I bet you do, baby. I bet they all do. Oof. That's that. Little deuce deuce. All right. See, why is it doing that recently? Recently, this has not been wanting to ring for y'all. And in the last reading, I said somebody wants a ring and they're not getting it. Oh, it's all coming together. Look! See, why are you sticking like that? She wants a ring! Damn it! All right, let's begin. Since y'all are in here and you're talking to me, asking me questions, let me ask you some questions. Who do you like to watch on YouTube? Who are some of your go-to tarot readers? Drop them in the comment section. All right. I do read my comments after I've already finished, and I would love to see. Okay, because I don't know a lot of tarot readers in the community. Okay, and I don't know. I don't want to keep talking about the same thing, and I don't know if maybe that's what it is. Everywhere is everywhere. Are you all literally, I don't know, trying to get at the same one person or doing the same thing? I don't know. Um, some people may be really opposed to me and my messages, and some persons may be, I don't know, more in tune with my type of energy, right? So I don't mind. I don't mind knowing. Queen of Cups. Is this a Queen of Cups? Okay, I don't know. So let's see. We have a Queen of Cups. Who this? Oh, and also, I don't like women, okay? I never have, I never will. I've said this so many times on my channel, but anytime it does come into my awareness, I'm going to need to have to remind folks that I am not bisexual, I'm not lesbian, I'm not LGBTQPP3, baby. I'm not none of that. I'm straight. You hear them fucking sirens, bitch? Lock them up! Throw away the motherfucking key, baby. I'm not any of those things. I am a straight woman. And I remember I used to give women compliments before until I realized they were taking that shit seriously, and I didn't mean it intimately. I meant it literally. I don't know. And it's unfortunate because it's difficult to even build friendships with persons because there's always some underlying agenda that I am not about to fuck with at all. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? And then other than that, bitches be wanting to be around you because they just want to be around who you fucking. And you see, I can't be bothered, baby. Who's the Queen of Cups? If there's a hoe that like me, baby, I don't like you back in that way. And I'm not saying like in order to attract a certain person with that word, which I realize the community has also been doing. I don't give a fuck about that stuff. That don't mean nothing to me. Okay, my words are my words. So whatever infatuation or this, that, and the next thing, you could kill that. All right. You could put a knife right through the heart of that. Now, working together and doing other things, fine. But bringing your pussy anywhere near me, it'll be a problem. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? You know what? We're going to start over. Because I don't want to have to rip you a new one, baby. And I don't even know who it is. I don't even know who that is. So before I rip you a new one, again, the bell didn't want to ring. Are you going to ring this time? Can we get through this? Damn. I don't got nothing but gunshots, baby. Not cum shots for you. I got gunshots for you. Listen, I am not from the USA. I am an island woman. I was raised differently. And that's okay. That needs to be okay. If that's not okay, if you ain't okay with me, I ain't okay with you. Perfect. All right, we starting with the justice. Let's tap in. High priestess. The Five of Cups. The Page of Swords. The Five of Swords. Someone's disappointed. Okay, someone's disappointed. Maybe they wanted to, oh my God. Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords could be disappointed. What's the disappointment? Nine of Pentacles. You burst someone's bubble. Someone's bubble got burst. A queen of swords might have been the person to burst a bubble actually with this sword. So there's a queen of swords that burst someone's bubble. A queen of wands. A queen of swords burst a queen of wands bubble. Ace of Pentacles. This could have been over money. Attraction or attraction to money. The Judgment with the King of Swords. Or maybe a Queen of Swords feels as though a Queen of Wands owes a King of Swords. Okay, a Queen of Swords might be trying to get a Queen of Wands to pay a King of Swords for what? Two of Cups. Something to do with a relationship. A Queen of Swords could be trying to hook up a Queen of Wands with a King of Swords. But the King of Swords is the Queen of Swords match. Was someone trying to create, someone could have been trying to create chaos or okay, this Queen of Swords could be in a relationship with this King of Swords. Maybe they're not in the best of relationships and they're trying to set their person up with a third party or bring a third party into their relationship in order to heal their relationship. And the Queen of Swords is like, bitch, I don't want your pussy, but my man do, and I want my man. So I'ma do what he wants to do in order to stay. This, okay. Eight of Wands in the reverse. Whatever this sickly plan that this person is trying to concoct, this is a fuck no. Someone is trying to get you to be a third person within their relationship because their relationship is going through problems, and this feminine feels as though in order to keep their masculine, they have to let another woman into their relationship. Okay, I don't know if this is a marital home or what the fuck, but God said no. You couldn't pay me enough. You was trying to burst my bubble? My God. King of Wands. What's the King of Wands now? Nah, he looked like he's upset. He could be upset with the Queen of Swords for even suggesting some bullshit. Because maybe that's who he's actually... This could be... A Queen of Wands could be in a relationship with a King of Wands, right? And he found out that there's a person that's trying to get his woman to sleep with their man because they can't keep their man on their own. So this person was trying to treat the Queen of Wands like a hoe. Temperance at the bottom. Page of Cups. What's the Page of Cups? Someone could want a surrogate. Someone could need a surrogate. Okay. This keeps evolving. This person could possibly be trying to get someone to find a surrogate. Maybe either they can't carry a child, or maybe they're having problems carrying a child, or maybe they don't want to, and they have the money for a surrogate. They were trying to get a surrogate. Yeah, but how are they going to have the baby? Would you going to let him fuck her? Or what? This doesn't seem like they're going through the system to do this. It doesn't seem like they're going to a sperm donor and they're, contacting the clinics and the doctors and getting the forms filled. This is almost as though someone said, hey, could you come over and fuck my man so he could get you pregnant? And then can you give me your baby and we'll take care of your baby as if it's our kid? No strings attached. Whole time, this feminine is in a relationship with someone else. But they're wanting to pay her to do that shit. Run away, love. Run away, love. Run away, love. Run the fuck away, okay? Whoever these persons are, don't even keep them as friends. Don't even keep them as friends. The fact that they could even think that that's okay. They don't have the fucking money to pay her to go to the doctors, to be an actual legitimate surrogate. They were like, we don't have the fucking money to do that shit. Just give us your baby. Let my man... This bitch said, let my man fuck you. And then give us your child. Bitch, if you let your man, right? If the Queen of Swords lets the King of Swords on top of the Queen of Wands for that baby, that's his baby and her baby. You won't have nothing to do with it. From he feel the pum pum. He said, God damn it, this my wife and my child coming on the way. You understand? You will have nothing to do with it. So someone is setting themselves up for failure. How you can let your man fuck another person thinking it's going to save your relationship when you don't even have the money to do the shit the right way to begin with, but somehow this makes sense to you. From he feel that pum pum baby, he's gone. He's gone. He's just a vessel in your home, just sitting there thinking about the Queen of Wands and the baby on the way for him with her. That's what you want to do? That's the setup? That's the plan? That's the plot? Let's do it. I'm sorry. I'm getting carried away. The King of Wands said, get the fuck on. See, the King of Wands came into this woman's life at the perfect time. Do you know why? Because this Queen of Wands, she could get crazy, right? You see who I was just about to say, you know what, bitch? Let's do it. See, no. That's her little cooler. This the man in her life would be like, the fuck what? You want to lay on top of my... See, he looking at her like, he looking at him. He looking at both of them. He looking at both of them and he's seeing through them to the soul of the child, baby. He said, nigga, are you out of your motherfucking mind? Do it with my what? It's not gonna happen. Let's move on. Wheel of Fortune sideways. It's not gonna happen. Something gonna happen, baby, but it ain't gonna be that. Four of Pentacles. Someone is holding on to something. The Knight of Cups sideways. Maybe they have a desire. Someone's holding on to a desire. The Three of Wands. Okay, someone's holding on to a desire and maybe it's here. What's here? What's the Three of Wands? Talk to me, baby. Like what? Ten of Wands with the Three of Cups. That took so long to come out. 13 is significant. Okay, the number 13. Knight of Pentacles. I said something's here. It's some sort of... Is it stability? What's the Ten of Wands with the Three of Cups? Someone could be over partying. Not over partying as in they're doing it a lot. They're over it. Maybe in this season, or I don't know, someone's inside. Someone doesn't want to be outside right now. They want to be inside. Three of Swords. Maybe it's cold outside, baby. Six of Swords. This energy, whatever this is, I said with the Knight of Pentacles, something is here, right? Some offer of stability. Again, this is inside energy. Someone's trying to maybe heal something. All right. That's the Ten of Pentacles. It didn't actually flip over. Four of Swords with the Two of Pentacles. They're hesitating with something, okay? Someone's hesitating about someone or something. They're not making a full-on decision. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Someone could want to do something, but they're distracted by work, okay? Ace of Cups. Seven of Swords. Yeah, there's some sort of distraction. What's this distraction? Well, I said work is the distraction. Well, what's the Ace of Cups? The Empress. The Six of Pentacles. Someone's working. Bitch, I ain't fucking, I'm working. Someone's working. They work and... What is this? All work, no play? That's why they went inside. Someone took vacation. Someone went on a break. Someone took some time off. Okay. Because they were working a lot. And they weren't focusing on their emotional body. They were more focused on maybe logistics and getting things done, getting things in order. Okay. 10 of Swords. But you could have approached a space of burnout. Or you're trying to avoid a space of burnout. Damn, 10 of Pentacles. Or maybe you successfully, with the Ace of Wands, maybe you successfully completed something that you were working really hard on, and now you're able to, again, take a break and relax. Someone needs to relax. The sun. Again, didn't I say it could be cold outside? So maybe you should take a trip if you can, or do things that warm you up, okay? The Strength in the reverse. The King of Pentacles. The Nine of Swords. Someone feels as though they're losing power. They're worried. They're worried about... Yeah, they feel as though they're losing power. Okay? Justice. Or maybe someone did. Someone could have lost power. Or energy. Knight of Wands. The Devil. Someone is trying very hard to attract you to them, okay? The Two of Wands. That is too funny. Nine of Wands with the Nine of Cups. It went from the it went from the Nine of Swords to the Knight of Wands, the Devil, the Two of Wands. Like I said, someone's really trying to attract you. They're worried because they lost power. They feel as though they did, or they actually did. Power, energy, maybe presence within your reality. And it led them, they went through this energy only to be led to the Nine of fucking Wands, which is distance. And we have the Nine of Cups here. I don't know where this person is, or, you know, but they're far away from you. The Three of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups sideways. The Hanged Man. Someone wants you to work with them. For what? Two of Swords. Okay. Page of Pentacles.